You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. What is going on? Love this guy. Absolutely love this guy. Revolutionary founding father Patrick Henry, born this day.
Give me liberty or give me death.
Mm-hmm. I said that once. I went, whoa, hey, whoa. No, maybe just a beating will be fine. So not everybody's got that kind of spine, man.
Give me liberty or give me donuts.
Whoa. Maybe tie my shoes together.
Yeah.
Bob Hope has birthday today.
All right.
And John F. Kennedy, born this day. What else is going on? It was 1848. You know where you were when it happened. Wisconsin becomes the 30th state in the nation.
Yay. It's a nice state.
Celebrated by guzzling back Leinenkugels and chanting, Packers.
You know, they're one of the, still to this day, listed as one of the top 50 states in the United States.
I know.
Yeah, they're right up there.
Right?
Very good.
Always efforting, man, to remain in that listing.
Stay in the top 50.
It was a 1886 chemist, John Pemberton.
Oh, I know where we're going here.
First starts advertising his concoction we know as Coca-Cola.
Atlanta, Georgia.
And listen to how far we've come here, ladies. It was 1912. 15 young women are fired on the spot by the Curtis Publishing Company in Philadelphia. You know what the infraction was? Of course you don't. They were dancing the turkey trot during their lunch break.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And they were let go.
I remember when I got in trouble. I just got a scolding for dancing the turkey trot, though.
Well, turkey trot, pretty racy stuff back then. Holy cow. And I just love this guy. He should be a national hero. He should be on money and stuff. 1919, Charles Strite files patent for the very first pop-up toaster.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charlie.
Exactly.
Best thing since sliced bread.
Right on.
Put it in the
much.
toaster.
I just love stuff like that. Somebody's sitting there, and people have been toasting their bread the same way for a number of years, and went, you know what?
Got a better way.
It's kind of a hassle. What if, da-da-da-da-da, and it seems like a little thing. Just trees it, and there you go.
It is a big deal. Can you imagine toasting bread the old way now? Like, that's just not a good idea.
So I've only had one invention in my life, and it did not go over. So
what was it?
It was the 5-day diaper.
Oh, that's right.
That's
you were telling me
right.
about that.
That was just a cotton-lined yard bag with a couple holes in it for the arms, and you just cinch it around, like whatever.
It's really a shame that it didn't take off. But you just never know what the market's going to take to.
Yeah.
You know?
All of a sudden, child services is
crapshoot.
at the house because my 2 kids are little, and
Maybe you were just
pandemonium going on.
You might have just been ahead of your time. You should try that again. With social media today,
I should try to get on Sharks.
you should Shark Tank. That would be so funny. All right, it's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by the National Registry of Notable Notaries.
If you, a loved one, a friend of a friend, or a casual acquaintance has suffered injury, illness, or death as a result of using a discount notary, you may be entitled to a cash settlement. If you've used the notary services of 99-cent Notary, 98-cent Notary, Buck and a Quarter Notary, Notary World, Anytime Notary, Sioux Falls Notary, Yes Siree Notary, or the Notary Barn at Lake Lorraine, not really a lake, and have experienced even mild injuries, illness, or death, the National Registry of Notable Notaries has set aside hundreds of dollars to settle discount notary claims. The law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean have been representing victims of discount notarization for a couple of weeks now, and recently settled a case giving a client a payout of $110.99. If we don't win, you owe nothing. Well, not nothing, but probably not very much. Call the law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean today, 933-1980. That's 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, Heidi, ho there, Smalls, my little buddies there. How the heck you doing, John? Good to see you. It sure is. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Heidi, I just melt when I'm next to you. You know, Heids. Can I call you Heids?
Sure.
Your dad must have been Little Caesar because you look hot and ready.
I love these.
Whoa, a little racy there, little inappropriate. Whoa, John, tap the brakes there. Tap the brakes there, Rambo. I'm just kidding.
I know, I love it.
Little Radio Rangers gather around. It's time for a little critter knowledge this morning. That's why we're here, gosh darn it. Old Ranger Dan, he knows critters. He knows them better than anybody else. Let's talk about rabbits, shall we?
Ooh, I like rabbits.
Rabbits seem to be everywhere this time of year because, gosh darn it, they are. Just like the one that darted out in front of old Ranger Dan's government-issued pickup truck this morning. Goodness gracious me, the look of surprise on his furry little face. But here's the deal. Going to get a little technical here. Did you know that the ladies of the rabbit world are known as does?
Oh, I didn't know that.
The males are referred to as bucks.
I didn't know that.
And I know what you're thinking. Baby rabbits, bunnies, right? Wrong! That's totally wrong.
What are those
The
called?
technical term for a baby rabbit is a kit.
Wow.
It is named after the car in the hit TV series Knight Rider starring David Hasselhoff. Ranger Dan happens to be a big fan of the Hoff.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so many rabbits, so many rabbits. They are everywhere, and here's why, because they truly are. Mostly it's because, write this down, they breed like rabbits.
Oh, wow. I've heard that expression before.
In fact, here's the stats. A rabbit is ready to start breeding at just 3 to 8 months old.
Oh, wow.
Once they reach that breeding point, they can, well, do the deed 8 months out of the year, nonstop, every single year for the rest of their 9 to 12-year lifespan.
Oh, wow.
The doe's reproductive system doesn't even follow cycles. Instead, she's just triggered by, well, by the male, period. And after just a 30-day gestation period, just 1 month time, that doe will give birth to a litter of at least 6 to 12 kits.
Wow.
Or
there you
bunnies,
go.
as
So it
we
takes
call
1
them.
month to have babies.
That's it. 30-day gestation period, and then up to a dozen little kits running around. Now, that's pretty amazing. That's creation. Holy goodness gracious me. And I checked with some of my friends in the rabbit community. In fact, rabbit scientists refer to this breeding behavior as going old school Catholic.
Oh, that's what they call that. I thought Kardashian was going to be in there somewhere.
That's about it for today, little Radio Rangers. Gosh darn, as usual, I hope you learned a little something. If not, you maybe have a little non-focus attention problem. You might want to ask your mom to sprinkle a little extra Ambien on your Pop-Tart. What doesn't kill you makes stronger, except for bears and murder hornets. I'll kill you every darn time. This range down. I'd say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, our award-winning journalist who comes in at this time each day to share something of newsworthiness. What do we have today?
Oh, we're just going to do a little light-natured fluff here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just happened to
Kinda
trip
nice
across
once in a while.
this from my friends at MSN, the lifestyle section. Staff put this together, and it has to do with 50 states and the prettiest towns in every state.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, this is based on a combination of natural surroundings, history, architecture, art, and just culture in general. So I just picked the Midwest here. I'm certainly not going to go through all 50. Iowa, what do you think got named the prettiest city?
I'm going to say
in Iowa?
Pella.
Okay, John, any
I go
ideas?
with Pella. That's a beautiful town.
And the winner is, according to these folks, Okoboji.
Oh,
Really?
Okoboji.
they
yeah.
are fans of drunk people laying on the beach.
I was going to say Okoboji, in case you don't know, is actually Navajo for drunk guys in boats.
That does make sense.
Pretty
now.
fitting.
We're learning here. Minnesota, my home state, and I have never heard of this town, ever.
White Bear Lake.
Lanesboro.
Oh. That was
It's
going to be my second
small
guess.
town of about 1,000, I guess, and it's in the southeastern part of the state. So Lanesboro, Minnesota. Nebraska.
Oh.
Again, we're going with prettiest, all around prettiest. Natural surroundings, culture, history, architecture. It's Valentine.
Okay, I could see that.
In the North Dakota, tiny little town. Apparently, it's right on the edges of the North Dakota version of the Badlands. Medora.
Medora, North Dakota.
Okay, and now this is fascinating. I'm going to give you a little time here.
Deadwood.
See, that's what you would think.
is
South Dakota, is
pretty
that
great. Yeah.
that what you think?
That's
I'm
what I
thinking
would
if
have
they're
thought,
going
but
natural beauty and the stuff around
it would have to
them,
be in the Black Hills.
wouldn't
You would
have to
think,
be, but I was just assuming because you
yeah,
know.
Okay, again, this
and
publication
history and all of that.
Is it Corson?
they
No?
picked. It would have been Sisseton, but that's owned by the French.
Right. So
Okay.
that was
That's
just,
By the way, we love
it's not
Corson.
technically part of the United States. It's Sioux Falls.
Is it really?
But this is where things get sketchy. Again, that was put.
you
This
got
was,
the falls here. Yeah, that's good.
but this is what I'm getting at. I'm going to read how they describe Sioux Falls. Great outdoors can be experienced in full in and around Sioux Falls, which still has small town charm despite it being South Dakota's second largest city.
How did they come up with the second?
Because they're just wrong.
Yeah.
hey,
Totally wrong.
Second largest to who?
Second largest. Yeah, I know. So there are some. There's a few glitches.
yeah, wow.
They call it the crown jewel is Falls Park near downtown.
Okay.
Famous falls of the Big Sioux River. The park also boasts almost 30 miles of biking and walking trails. No, it doesn't.
30
it
yeah,
doesn't.
miles?
these people have clearly never been here.
The entire city has a total of about 30 miles, not Falls Park, but is just one of the city's more than 80 parks. Rock climbers can work their way up 50-foot quartzside cliffs at nearby Palisade State Park.
Oh, that's not Sioux Falls.
I
though.
know. While Newton Hills State Park offers opportunities for swimming, fishing, and
You're
wildlife
saying
viewing.
Sioux Empire won.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny.
still
So,
trying to-
congratulations. We live in the second biggest city.
That's
in
amazing.
That's fantastic.
Can I share that online somewhere?
Yeah, I can send it to you, John.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that'd be good. I'm going to post it on our Facebook page here for Sunny because I got to.
Did kind of make me chuckle.
That's good stuff. Well, Dan, thank you for that. That
You
was
betcha.
It was a learning experience, if nothing else. We learned things that aren't even accurate, but
I'm
we
a
did
giver.
learn things.
Well, let's face it, I'm a national treasure.
You are indeed. Coming up in a moment, we're going to have our bright spot of news. I've got a guest joining me. We're going to talk about the repair affair. That is on the way from the Home Builders Association Care Foundation. That's all coming up. And we'll have Dan back in a bit with some entertainment news of the day. That's all on the way.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom in Sioux Falls. Huge thank you to them for being our sponsor on this. And also a big thank you to the different folks that are reaching out to us about all these great stories that are happening around the Sioux Empire. And the one that I have right now, I actually have somebody on the line to chat with me about it. It's really cool. It's a great program that this happens every year. It's called the Repair Affair from the Home Builders Association of the Sioux Empire and their Care Foundation. And I've got on the line with me right now Craig Winya. Now, Craig, the Repair Affair is quite a ways out. It's coming up this fall, but we're talking about it really early for a pretty darn good reason, right?
Yeah, we are. Repair Fair is one of these things that we try to get some people to apply for the projects at hand.
So the idea today is to let folks know that this is coming up this fall, and we got to line up some projects. So if you know somebody that would qualify, or maybe if that's even you, this is kind of like your call to enter.
Yeah. What we like to do is try to get a few people to apply for these projects. These are projects that people are in need of some sort of accessibility or, for handicap reasons, they need some access or some grab bars or something in the house. So we try to help out in the community.
And that is such a cool thing. That's why the Repair Fair just absolutely makes me happy every single year to know that you're helping people in my community. And if there's somebody listening right now that's saying, hey, I know somebody up the street that they could absolutely use a wheelchair ramp on their home, or maybe even just fixing the steps on their home. This is just a great program. And what does it cost for that end user, that person who actually gets the project done at their home?
There's $0 incurred to the homeowner on these projects. This is done through the HBA Care Foundation. We take funds that we raise throughout the year, and with the city, to help the city of Sioux Falls housing division too, that we have these funds set aside that we can come out and do all these projects at no cost to the homeowners, where we can gain them the accessibility they need in their homes.
This is just such a cool thing. And Craig, you've been a part of this for a while. I know we've talked about it in the past. Do you know how many years you've been involved in the Repair Fair?
I've probably been involved in the Repair Fair for 4 or 5 years in a row now, both as just a helper on a job or as a project leader. And
this is one of those things, once you start volunteering to help with this, you do it every year, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of a special thing to do, to go out and meet the people. Everybody's got a neat story to tell. And so each time you get to go out and talk to people, it's always interesting.
What are some of the more memorable projects in your mind? Are there some that kind of stand out as like, wow, I'm really glad we changed their life? That was an amazing thing.
I can't just specify one over another, but they've all been pretty memorable to me over the years.
Again, the Repair Fair, it's coming up this fall, but right now we're talking with Craig because we want to make sure that anybody who has a project that would qualify for this can reach out and get on the list and find out maybe if this is a good fit for you. Craig, how do we find out more about the Repair Fair and maybe sign up for it?
Call 605-361-8322 and have an application mailed out to them, which is the HBA's office number. Or otherwise they can go online to www.hbacarefoundation.com. Or if they have any questions, they can still call that same phone number, 361-8322. And we'd be glad to give them a hand and send them in the right direction.
Very nice. And I actually just clicked on the website here. In addition to the Repair Fair, the CARES Foundation has other programs they do, and there's all of the information on all of those programs. So I'm going to make it really easy to find. I'll throw a link to that on our Facebook page, and you can get all the information right there. Again, thank you so much for taking the time, Craig, to chat with us today. And also, thank you for doing what you do each and every year with this Repair Fair. What an awesome program this is.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Again, the Repair Fair from the Home Builders Association of the Sioux Empire Care Foundation. The 2020 event is held August the 20th, so it's a ways away, but applications are due June 11th. So right now is a time to download an application from their website. And again, this is a great opportunity for folks to maybe get some projects done in the neighborhood. If you know some people who have a need, please send them to the website. And again, you can find that at hbasiouxempire.com. Just click on the Repair Fair info, and you can also find a link to it on our Facebook page. Again, today's bright spot of news comes your way courtesy of Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the Gift Card Challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with hashtag GiftCardChallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
And it's time right now for a little bit of entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are so fabulous. I want to personally thank all the celebrities who have posted videos of them getting haircuts from self-isolation and quarantine.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
What is going on? Lori Loughlin, back in the news, her and her husband, Massimo,
Right.
Their long legal nightmares finally coming to an end. What you probably didn't know is the two daughters involved with that whole college scandal thing, payola for placement in college. Apparently the two girls pressed their parents into going, look, you need to get this over with. Just cop a plea. Tell them. So that's kind of interesting. The daughters interjected there, and of course I have this on personal information. The girls, quote, the girls have been very supportive of their parents throughout this whole ordeal. The couple's daughters, Olivia Jade, 20, Isabella Rose, 21, saying they have been over the past 2 months encouraging their parents to fight it, but that's obviously all changed now. They realize that the jig is up, and they got to help them any way they can. The daughters have said, in case you don't know, they're facing, Lori Loughlin is facing 2 months in jail. Massimo is facing 5 or 6. So apparently he signed the checks. I don't know really what the disparity is there in that sentence.
Right.
They got to pay a pile of dough. There's going to be a couple hundred hours of community service. And the girls, the daughters, are saying, probably be kind of weird visiting our parents in jail.
Oh, you think?
Probably. But they're 20 and 21.
Right.
No, they're turning the family house into party.
Oh, they're thinking.
All there is to it.
Yeah.
All there is to it.
You can have one of them college keggers right there at home.
So just to refresh this, the Loughlins, the parents, have now pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud and 1 count of honest services wire and mail fraud. Yeah, basically they paid $500,000 to get their babies into a University of Cal, and it was all a scam. So
wow,
I don't understand why you would do any of that, but whatever.
Get any
that's
of it
cool.
either, but that's
John,
okay.
if I were filthy rich,
that is probably not what you would do with it.
But here's the thing, though. The craziest part about all of this is these girls don't need a college education for what they're doing anyway. The one is like a social media influencer, no degree needed for that. And their family is super duper wealthy. It's not like they need this college degree to be able to secure a good job somewhere. So that's where the whole thing confuses me completely. But
it's a status thing.
It's a status thing.
It's a status thing.
When you're at the club and how are your children doing?
Well, back when I went to school at Harvard, we oh wait, I didn't go to school at Harvard. I didn't go to school anywhere. So
that stuff is super easy to make up.
I know.
You don't want to be the one at the country club saying your kid's working at Dairy Queen or
What's wrong with Dairy Queen?
Nothing. But when you're hanging out at the country club and all your friends' kids are at these prestigious colleges and experiencing things, your kids got to go there. It's just the way it is. You got to get them in.
It's a culture thing, John.
It is.
You wouldn't understand, John. You don't hang around in my circles.
Oh, no kidding.
Don't hang around in any circles.
And if you had to do this segment every day,
I know.
You think this is easy?
No, I don't.
Reading all this stuff? Are you kidding me?
I have to do my own segments, Dan. I know.
It's like I picked the wrong century to quit drinking.
Well, Dan, thank you very much for coming in with this, sir.
My pleasure. It is my honor. Thanks for having me.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by the National Registry of Notable Notaries.
If you, a loved one, a friend of a friend, or a casual acquaintance has suffered injury, illness, or death as a result of using a discount notary, you may be entitled to a cash settlement. If you've used the notary services of 99-cent notary, 98-cent notary, $1.25 notary, Notary World, Anytime Notary, Sioux Falls Notary, Yes Siree Notary, or the Notary Barn at Lake Lorraine, not really a lake, and have experienced even mild injuries, illness, or death, the National Registry of Notable Notaries has set aside hundreds of dollars to settle discount notary claims. The law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean have been representing victims of discount notarization for a couple of weeks now, and recently settled a case giving a client a payout of $110.99. If we don't win, you owe nothing. Well, not nothing, but probably not very much. Call the law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean today, 933-1980. That's 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, May 29th. Thursday's action in the equities markets is an example of why caution and defensive positioning is still the name of the game. The major indices were all up more than 1.25% at the height of the day, only to give up the gains and more on a single piece of news. The news? Word from the White House that President Trump would hold a press conference on Friday. The reason for the press conference is China. Trump is expected to announce sanctions or other actions in response to China's crackdown on Hong Kong's autonomy. The takeaway for investors is that geopolitical issues could return to center stage over the summer. Any move by President Trump could send the U.S. and China back into a trade war or worse. In this environment, the best investments remain those with the least exposure to foreign markets, blue-chip quality business, and dividends. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.